Welcome to In the House at the Opera House. I'm Andy Palumchek, and with me is
Justin Treasure.
Justin Treasure, director of Our Town, which opens here at the Opera House on October 4th.
Correct.
October 4th and plays for 2 weekends. What drew you to direct Our Town?
Well, I have sort of an emotional, personal connection to this show. It was the first show I ever was involved with in theater when I was in the 7th grade. I was 13 years old.
Okay.
And the thing I love about this show is it is both simple and immensely deep and touching in many ways for everyone who sees it. And I love that as I grew older, I never lost touch with this particular script. It was always something that every time I come back to it, I connect to, I understand, and I can enjoy on an adult level as a child, and I plan to enjoy it long into the future.
So, explain a little bit about the story as much as you can for those that don't know the show.
Well, Our Town, and just so you know, Our Town is actually celebrating its 75th anniversary this year. It's Thornton Wilder wrote it some 75 years ago. It takes place in the early part of the 1900s in Grover's Corners, New Hampshire, which is one of the major characters in the play, along with the many characters that are part of that town, the people that are in that town. And the play is about daily life, it's about love and marriage, and it's about how we deal with mortality and the end of our lives, nostalgia too. It really, each act has its own personality and its own flavor. And the characters that we follow most prominently throughout the play are Emily Webb and George Gibbs, who we meet as children at around 14 years of age, and we see them grow and fall in love, and we see their lives develop together throughout the course of these 3 acts.
Even though the play was written 75 years ago and is set sort of at the turn of the century, those themes that you sort of touched on really makes it relevant to today's society, wouldn't you say?
Correct, because the play isn't about history so much as it is about personhood and humanity. And it's really wonderful. It is considered a great American play, a great American masterpiece, but I think it really isn't just about being an American. It's about being a human being, what it feels like to be alive and have memories and have dreams and hopes and a past and a future. It's really something special.
So without giving anything away, what would you say is your favorite part of the show?
I think that the way that each of these characters is built is my favorite part of the show. Okay. Rather than choose a particular scene, I think that Thornton Wilder has gone out of his way to create these characters in such a way that you see them at their very best. There's something great about seeing the good in people.
Okay.
And I think that this play does reinforce how important we are to one another, how important community and society is, and how important our past and our future together are.
A show that's about history and about community, and then bringing that to the Opera House, trying to bring that to the community of Valparaiso in a historical landmark like the Opera House. It's almost a perfect show for the Opera House to do.
The stars have aligned. That's
correct. So then, what are you looking forward to in the couple of weeks leading up to opening night?
Well, the actors are hard at work already, and I look forward to watching them continue to develop, continue to grasp things, and starting
develop
to
those relationships.
Develop that chemistry and those relationships, and develop those characters in their own way. And I'm extremely excited about so many of the technical aspects that are going to be involved in the lighting and the sound and everything else in this production.
What I love so much about this show is the technical. It's very simple, but also very complex, because there really isn't very much of a stage or sets or props. Everything is mostly pantomime, but it also has to be realistic, and they have to convey what they're trying to do through all of that.
Absolutely. And as a person who's done sound design in the past and who really enjoys music and sound and lighting as a part of production, I certainly hope that, and I believe based on the meetings we've had so far, there are going to be some really remarkable effects that become a part of this production. And by the way, pantomime's not an easy thing.
No,
For those
it's
of you who
not.
are
Definitely not.
watching, I think my actors struggle more with the pantomime than they do with the lines at times. But they've been working very hard, and I have great faith they're going to bring a wonderful production to the stage.
Yes, well, that is definitely something that I'm looking forward to seeing all of that happen on stage. Opening October 4th, Our Town at the Opera House, and playing for 2 weekends, Fridays, Saturdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. Tickets are $21 for adults and $18 for students and seniors. And I want to thank you for being here today in the house at the Opera House. Please leave comments below. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and our Twitter at MemOpHouse. We'll see you at the theater.